advocate to someone else, sometimes we just gotta keep our mouth closed. Just do it. If I'm going to the gym, I'm eating right, I don't need to tell you that. Just look at me. Just look at me. You see what I'm doing, and eventually you might get, if you care enough, you will get on board. You'll get on board. And then and step number 2 for me, what I had to learn for me, prayer. If I want to do it, guess what? I'll do it. I don't need you to tell me. I don't, not that I don't want you to tell me or you don't love me, but like someone said, you start to aggravate me, you start to get on my nerves. Mama, really? This, that? Mama, I'm good. Let me do me, you do you, And we do this together, or we do, come on, sometimes I pick up the phone. Come on, Mom, let's go to the gym. Come on, Mama, let's go walk. Come on, Mom, let's go to the mall. Let's go sit down and eat some unhealthy food. Because that's what I want sometimes. I ain't gonna have it all. I ain't gonna lie. Like someone said, they do it in me. If I show y'all some pictures of me, I have dropped tremendously.
Woo-hoo, come on over here, girl.
Tremendously. And guess what? And I'm gonna show you some pictures.
Look at her.
And listen.
Tell them why you
and
drop.
when I said, listen, cutting back, eating, food. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, but I'm gonna do it in moderation. If I see 10 chicken wings, I might eat 4. I may eat 4. So, it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. If you want to do it, you're gonna do it. Right. That's just like people who spend their money.
But are you bossing anybody around?
See, that was something that I had to learn. Yes. Listen, if you don't want to do it, totally up to you. But I still love you. And if I see you doing something wrong, hey, if you open a door for me, then I'll offer it.
And this is open door. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. So that was great advice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ask.
I love me.
Wait until you are asked. That's the open door that she's talking about. This is the open door.
But then let's say something. You start telling us, remember, I said, but you asked me. I didn't come to you. You came to me.
Yes.
So that's when that ask is important. So
you have to wait, and you just want to
Yeah.
And you can just hold it back. You just have to hold it back.
Out before I forget.
But you don't want your teeth slapped. You don't want your feelings hurt.
I still want to get it out before I forget.
So if you have to get it out, sit down and write a letter.
Documented.
Sit down and write a letter. On Tuesday, I saw you eating that Big Mac and fries. And I knew you were trying to lose weight. And you put it in an envelope and put it in a drawer. Okay? If you just have to get it out. But if you want to maintain the relationship, okay? And people don't run away when they see you coming.
That's
here
true.
she go again. Oh Lord, here she go again. Just keep it zipped until someone asks your opinion. The next thing I want you to do, excellent advice. Demonstrate. The worst thing is for someone to tell you to do something and they're steady not doing it. It's the worst thing. That's why I stopped giving a lot of my weight loss advice until I got back into working out again. Because that's one of my pet peeves. I don't believe in hypocrisy. I don't believe you do not talk about that which you will not demonstrate. Once you know and you want to talk about it, you better be about it. And if you won't be about it, stop talking about it. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Everybody want to talk, but it's the demonstration.
Right.
Because what's going to happen with your baby? When you start dropping, you won't have to tell her you've lost weight. You start packing up those clothes that don't fit anymore and be like, Mama, what you doing? Oh, I'm just getting rid of all this stuff that I don't wear anymore. Where you going, Mama? Oh, I'm going shopping for my new clothes. Oh, it's like that, huh? Okay, where you going? Oh, I'm going to my step class. Oh. I'm telling you, demonstrate. And this happens in everything. You want your kids to start saving money? Well, stop giving them the money. Okay? Start demonstrate how to save and how to best spend that money. but they don't have to do it once you give it. The other really, really important thing that's healthy is if you do have someone in your life that you care about, have the conversation. Remember, I'm always big on conversation, things we don't want to have a conversation about. Hey, you know, I've just started this workout program. You know, are you interested? Ask the question. Are you interested in joining me? Don't tell somebody. Adults don't like to be told what to do.
Right.
Okay? Have the question. But wait for that open introduction. They might have said like last month, hey, you know, I've been thinking about, you know, losing some weight. Sit down and have the conversation. Hey, you know, I heard last month that you thought you wanted to lose weight. I joined this program. Are you interested in going with me? Let it go after that. Do not push them. If they say no, accept the no. It's not time. And leave it alone. When they're ready, they'll open the door back. The door will be open. Now, as far as like your son about the hypocrisy, people telling you things, thank you. Be honest. The last thing, unhealthy is not being honest. Reason why people keep coming to you and getting on your nerves, you're not honest with them. You don't simply say, I don't want to lose weight right now. That's it.
I like to eat.
Just say, I like to eat. I don't care I have no money right now because I've spent it all on foolishness. I like smoking. Okay? I like drinking. Leave me alone. Seriously, be honest. And as an adult, we're not honest enough because we're too busy caring about, well, if I told them the truth that I really like drinking my liquor, they're gonna might think I'm an alcoholic or that, you know, I'm just a whiny. Be honest. Yes.
I'm just thinking aloud because I'm saying, when do we stop showing care when the person is degenerating to nothing? We just leave and things like that. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just thinking,
I know what you're saying.
maybe we should be quiet now, so.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's a good point. So we see them rolling in the mud,
Yes, I'm just wallowing.
wallowing in the mess.
Yeah.
How many of you have seen people wallowing in the mess and you tried to jump in the mess with them to help them and it came out good? How many mess jumpers had good outcomes? How many hole jumpers had good outcomes? How many rescuers had good outcomes? No, raise your hand. If it worked,
No, they weren't.
did it work?
They don't wanna be saved.
Saving the unsaved, the ones who don't want to be saved, stresses you, hurts you.
And you find out that, you like you say, someone said, pray for them.
Yes.
And God is the only one who can change them, because
Exactly.
we're stressing ourselves out trying to, and we're hurting ourselves,
They're
and they're
hurting
like,
us out.
so just have to say,
Yes.
God, you know.
You know, yes.
I had an incident on Sunday where someone called me, just checking on me, and then in return, I asked them how they were doing. So they shared some information about a report that they had received on their health. And so I thought about what they were saying and asked them how they were gonna do to follow up, and they shared that with me. So the conversation ended, and as I thought more and more about the situation, I realized that it could turn into a life and death situation. So I said, okay, let me call them back.
Yes.
And we need to have a conversation. So I called them back, but I asked them, I say, can I share some information with you and, let you hear what someone else think about it? And they said, well, who you want me to listen to? So I told them the research that I had did, and they were open to it. And I just went down the line and I actually read it to them. After I read them the information, then I said, now, you need to call this doctor, you need to call this doctor, because you need to follow up on this. This can be a life and death situation for you.
How did they receive it?
They were very open.
Now,
They were very open.
she followed this plan to the T. The person called her. Key word. They called her.
Yeah.
They told her the report. What we do? Okay, I know you went to the doctor today. What they said? How many of you? What they said? Your child, your friend, whoever. I know you went to the doctor. What they didn't call you. They didn't call you. They didn't ask you. But you knew they went, so you picked up the phone and jumped into the Kool-Aid before you were offered any. Okay? And you're gonna get what you get.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if someone picks up, hey, you know, I was going to the doctor today, and I'm really concerned about something that they said to me. What do you think? That's the asking. And the final thing I didn't put up here, when everything is said and done, prayer is the thing to do. If you have to do anything, pray first. Pray first, because you'll get guidance and direction. But we always want to jump in, save the day, because we're going to save our children, save our friends, save anybody from everything, because we say we care. But you jump in and no one asks you 2 cents, and you get your feelings hurt. Healthy is when you ask, demonstrate, and have conversations. Unhealthy is jumping to other people's business, uninvited, okay? And when you're not honest, giving all this advice and you're not taking any of it. That's unhealthy. Yes?
I had another incident not long ago. Someone was gonna have a procedure done, surgery. And they, called me and was telling me that, oh, I'm gonna have this procedure. So I started asking them questions, well, what did they say? Why are they doing it? What are the risks? And the person got extremely upset with me because I started asking them questions. They got so upset. I said, okay, let me back off there. Let me leave this alone. So I backed out. They went ahead. They had the surgery. That night, they started having complications from the surgery. They called me the next day to tell me or that night I found out that they were having complications. When the doctor found out about the complications, the doctor took the person back to the surgery the very next day for another 7-hour surgery. Now, this happened about 2 or 3 months ago. That person is still dealing with the complications from the procedure. And because, sometimes people want to share with us because they do care and they love us, and sometimes, maybe you don't want to get in their business, but you might have some information.
You had the information. Think about this. You gave the information. They rejected the information. They did the surgery anyway. And they suffered the consequence. One of the things we need to continue and start teaching people again, and when you talk to young people, if they're open, or even your friends, there are consequences for everything we do. There are consequences, and they belong to you. I'm the straight doc, okay? Your consequences are yours. They're yours. That's why I always start with, is it yours? You gave advice, but that person still has to execute because it's their life. You do it out of love because you care, but unless you've been invited, you gotta be like a vampire. If you haven't been invited in the house, you can't go in. You know, this garlic at the door, you just can't go in because you're going to get hurt. You're going to get burnt by the sunlight, okay? Even if you know there's going to be a bad consequence. Yes?
My friend have husbands that they is in reverse. I go to the doctor, he don't even ask me what happened or how I was doing, what the doctor said.
Okay.
So, and then my cousin, she got a husband, he don't even let her know, he don't want her to go to the doctor with him, because I guess he trying to hide something.
No,
and-
because this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna be bossy. She's gonna be in his business.
Well,
She's gonna ask all the
she needs to be,
information.
'cause something wrong with homeboy.
No.
Something wrong with him for real. She needs to go find what's going on.
No.
But the thing, you know, the thing is, that husband and wife, they supposed to care about one another. She's supposed to know what's going on with him, if he's sick, he don't supposed to hide it, and then he dropped dead, and she tell me, well, I didn't know he was sick. That's not right.
But here's the thing.
So it's a
con-
reverse thing to that.
Okay.
Why do I care thing too, because I done getting calls, I'm a single woman, I'm getting married women calling me like, well, I don't know.
Okay, good point. So you have people, back to the beginning, I'm going over it again. Married, single, in a relationship, they're your kids, the God kids, just people you hang out with. If they don't ask, don't jump in the business, because you're gonna get your feelings hurt, because you're right, they're married. And for those of you who've ever been married in a relationship, and someone didn't want you to know something, and you did your detective work. They went to the doctor, they laid the papers on the table, and then you went looking at the papers. I wanna know why he's sending you to see this specialist. Your feeling gonna get hurt. If I want you to be my business, I would've told you. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. Now, getting people nerve, being bossy, and in the business. What you want to do is foster a loving relationship where someone wants to share, wants to ask you. So in the case, the message you want to give to your friends is they know their partner's going to the doctor, or they find out, hey baby, I know you're going to the doctor. I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you if you want to talk about it. That's it. And you step off the mat. I'm here for you. Same thing with your children. Same thing with the friends. I love you. I care about you. I'm here for you if you want to talk. I'm here. And that, you step off the mat.
What do you do when they come in with a sad face and you know your child is, what's wrong? And so I'm getting with points, I look at them.
Same conversation. Hi baby, just want to let you know, don't even address the sad face. Say, hey baby, how you doing? Love you, I'm always here for you. And step off the mat. You just remind people, I'm here, I love you, I care about you. And step off the mat. Seeking help. Seeking help requires that people be ready. If they're not ready to receive the help, then they don't execute. It's not that people don't receive my information as a physician. They got good ears. Their ears are the two of them. And the information goes in. But the mind is in the middle. And the mind sometimes is not ready to receive. So until the mind is ready to receive, it blocks the hearing. So when you barge in because you're the superhero to try and rescue people and show them all the good information that you got at the last seminar you went to, I saw Dr. Powell and she said this and she said that, and you need to do this. People will step off on you, they'll pop off on you, I'm telling you. Yes.
That's like one of my sisters that I'm really close to. She told me recently, Pat, stop trying to solve everybody else's problems.
But I'm gonna give you something that's very unhealthy, and I have to share this. Do you know why we jump into other people's stuff? That's what we say. That's what we say. We say we're in your Kool-Aid and we're talking about it because I love you. Okay, you're my baby. I'm gonna leave you with this last one. Because you're not focusing on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not working on your stuff.
Right.
When you're working on your stuff, you have about this much time to be in somebody else's Kool-Aid. Okay? But being distracted, loving people, keeps you from loving yourself like you should be. Taking care of all the things you promised yourself that you know you didn't execute. You didn't execute them. And you're running and hiding from it. And that's why they then look at you. How you gonna tell me to lose weight? I saw what you ate last night. You know? You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
That's my own weakness.
Oh, and one other thing, when you do what she just said, don't let other people try to make you feel guilty. Cause that's what happened to me last night.
Oh, well, people can't make you feel guilty when you know who you are, okay? I had a young lady, she said, well, you know, she was lying on me. You know, I didn't say that, one of my coworkers. And I said, why do you care? When you know who you are.
Yes,
People
that's
say
the
anything.
powerful thought there.
When you know who you are, if
Yes,
you are a
you know
kind person,
yourself.
if you're a loving person, if you're giving, if
Yes.
you're generous, anybody comes to you and say you are selfish, that's not your name. I don't even know who you're talking about. That is not my name. I don't even know who you're talking about. So I won't even entertain that conversation.
And your character will eventually come out. Have you ever heard the phrase, good wine needs no bush?
There you go. But the key is, love people, wait for the invitation, demonstrate the behavior you want to see, have a conversation once the door is open, and in the meantime, pray for goodness and focus on yourself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much today, guys. Thank you. Enough for today. Oh, please remember, Weight Loss for Life tonight, 6 o'clock. Come on the Zoom call. Want your input. If you are ready.
I wasn't here last week.
Is it the same number?
Yes, I'll give you the code.
Exact same.
Yes.
We have to fix it.
I fixed it. I corrected it. Yeah, I fixed it. Yes. The code. One of the numbers was incorrect on the link itself.